Hi. How are you?
Good.
Good. Okay. Now, what we're discussing here, there's a confidentiality agreement that you signed in some earlier packets that were sent to you through the court to your parents. You know our confidentiality is broke if you threaten to harm yourself or anyone else.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So what brings you in?
Apparently, my parents think I've been having problems at work and at school, so I guess this is trying to fix it.
Okay. The court ultimately sent you here?
Yep.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about your home life.
Well, Mom has me and my two siblings, so it's a little rough because her and Dad got divorced when I was, I want to say 10. She remarried, and I don't like my stepfather. So when I come home from work, I go hide in my room, and I just don't have to come out.
Okay. And how are you liking your new job?
Man, it's all right. It pays good, and I like the people I work with, so.
Okay. It says in your file that you tested positive for some drug use. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
It was nothing serious. We just went to the lake after work one night and smoked some pot. It was nothing major. We're just having fun.
Just having fun, okay. Is that a new development? Have you been using drugs, or can you explain?
I've been working at the job a month now, I guess, and I've only been doing it a couple times. I've never done it before. This one guy that I work on the same area with, he asked me if I wanted to try it, and I said, sure, it's nothing too bad, so.
Okay, so what I hear you saying is that you never tried the drugs until you had a new job and met this person in your workplace that suggested that you do this.
Yeah.
Okay. Why did you, do you know why you broke your curfew? Or?
It was only just a couple hours over. We just went to the lake. We were trying to blow off some steam. His work was a little rough that night, so we just wanted to go have some fun.
Okay. It says in your file also that you see a counselor over some ODD problems.
Yeah, I don't like going to the counselor, but it does help.
It helps with the ODD. That's very good. They don't have you on any kind of medications or nothing.
No.
Okay, that's really good. It also says that since you come back positive with your drug screens, that you're on the verge with your attendance issues in check with that as well. That you are on the verge of becoming a juvenile delinquent and being sent to a juvenile delinquent hall.
I've only missed a couple days of school, and I've come in late a few times. It's not like it's that big of a deal. I work until midnight, and then I go to school at 8. So, I just go in a few minutes late.
Okay. Well, is there any way that we could talk to the boss at your new workplace to maybe scale back your hours some to put you in bed earlier? That way you might be able to attend school.
We could. He's a pretty easygoing guy. I think he would let us do that.
Okay. Well, we'll see if we can do that then. And it also says in your file, though, that you've been very disrespectful to authority figures. Can you tell me more about that?
It's been more, I guess. One of my teachers my first period teacher doesn't like me coming in late, so he likes to cause problems and don't like to take crap, so I just tell him how it is. And then at work, my supervisor is not the nicest person. The boss is really nice, but the supervisor, she's not.
Okay, so I hear you saying you're being more or less disrespected is the reason you're being disrespectful, is what I'm hearing here.
Yeah.
Okay. So is there any way we can get your attendance to come up in class? Is there anything that we can do, other than maybe scale back the job hours? Or
I've only got a few weeks left of school. I think I can tolerate my teachers a little bit more. just have to take some patience with it.
Maybe discuss with your teachers some things, some problems.
Yeah.
Is there any problems in the home? Other
Not-
than the stepfather that I heard?
Besides him, I mean, me and my mom get along really well. Me and my siblings, I mean, we're siblings, so we fight. But I mean, besides that, I mean, just don't care much for my stepfather. That's it.
Your stepfather. Is there any way that maybe your stepfather and you could bond over anything? Maybe some kind of trips or as a family, or maybe like is your father still in the picture?
Yeah, I see him on the weekends whenever I don't work usually.
Okay. So what I'm hearing here is you don't see your stepfather as a big authority figure. Your father is your father, and
Yeah.
that's as far as that goes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe try and sit down and talk with your stepfather. Say, I have a dad. I don't want you to be my dad.
Okay.
Is that how you feel? I mean,
Yeah, he tries to act like he's my father, and since my father is still in the picture, it's kind of difficult to.
it clashes.
Yeah, because if my father wasn't in the picture, I'd probably be more accepting to him trying to. But since Dad's in the picture, I don't care much for him trying to.
So,
over.
what I hear, you still have a lot to do with your father.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, that's very good. What is your father's opinion on everything that's going on?
He's not very happy with me either, and whenever I do see him on the weekends, he tries to talk some sense into me, and it does have an effect on me. I'm young. I don't like to listen.
Oh yeah.
So.
Okay. I can understand that. You're very young still yet.
Yeah.
You're very opinionated.
Yeah.
We need to just kind of work on the attendance at school, work on trying to maybe get along a little better in the home, with the stepfather. And with the drug use, since it's such a new occurrence, maybe we could just, kind of not do that anymore. It's not very good for you. And it's also getting you into a lot of trouble, because they've drug screened you. And you said you're not on any medication?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, there was one thing that was on the drug screen that, other than the marijuana that you already said that you had took, from what I heard, it said that you were taking opiates, like.
That was a one-time thing. I don't do it very.
So this was with the marijuana?
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody had brought some other stuff with them whenever we went to the lake, and I didn't care much for it, so it was a one-time thing.
Okay, so you didn't care the way it made you feel
Yeah.
and all that.
Yeah.
So there will be no issue in not doing that.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
going to happen again.
Okay. So we will try and have another meeting about a week from now. See where we stand with, the attendance. Make sure you're doing what you need to do in school. Be there for your classes. I know it's no fun, but it helps you.
Yeah.
And we'll meet back in a week and we'll see, and we'll have to do another drug screen, of course, because you've done tested positive the once. And I think we should be able to clear this up, and maybe we can get this all cleared up with the judge, and you won't have to be sent to a juvenile delinquency place.
Yeah, because I would really not like to do that.
Okay, that's very